your items is much more important than the base item, and so it is very viable to just like find a set of gear you like the look of and then refine and socket things into that are, more important than the base item. Now, in order to socket things into your gear, you have to find the witches. The witches are going to be introduced to you through the main story. If nothing else, you can also find them. And they offer a variety of services and quests for you. However, one of the main things they do is allow you to create sockets based on the total limit of an item, and then, of course, extract or embed things in those sockets, which grant you all sorts of powers. And so, while you might pick a relatively interesting weapon combo, what makes it crazy is that a lot of bosses will typically drop their weapon. Their weapons will have the abyss gear that they were using to produce their special effect, that you can then take and socket into your appropriate gear yourself. And then what you can do is, for the most part, pretty freely kind of swap that stuff in and out, including like base stat increases, to customize and do all sorts of fun stuff with those combinations. One of my personal favorites wound up being a combination of this crow ability and an ability called Shadow Claw, which means every time that I performed a heavy attack, which is kind of what I was leaning into anyway, sent out not only crows to attack enemies, but also several projectiles, meaning that if I just spammed heavy attacks, there would be stuff flying everywhere and it would just destroy enemies because it's all pretty high damage and it's happening really fast if you increase your attack speed.